appreciate everybody being with us today. As I've done in the past, I'd like to begin with some comments directed to our fans and supporters. And if we can get through those things, then we'll get to everybody's questions. But I'd like to kind of start with some context that this is the 80th season in NBA history. When you pause to think about that span of time, what's remarkable is how each era has built on the last to carry the game forward. Generations of great players, visionary owners, visionary commissioners, innovative managers, innovative coaches, and landmark rule changes that include the 24-second shot clock, the widening of the lane twice, and the three-point line being introduced in 1979. Today, every game is streamed all over the world. The WNBA is thriving. Our league in Africa is growing. And we're talking about creating a new league in Europe. We've got data that tracks the movement of every single player across every single game, every single night. We have instant replay, and we have an instant replay center that could be the greatest advancement in game flow since the introduction of the 24-second shot clock in 1954. But over those 80 years, with all those changes and innovations, one thing has been the fundamental through line for the game itself, and that is the soul of the game. Basketball is humanizing, improvisational, collaborative, continuous, and it's very, very simple in how it's presented to our fans. So I'd encourage all of our fans in Oklahoma to look at the earliest years of the league, the people who helped build and shape the game, and you'll find surprising consistency. You'll find greatness of teams, players, and you'll even find that the challenges that the league has faced are very similar and repeat itself over time. And when you step back to see just how far the game has come, and although our time in the NBA is pretty brief, it gives you an appreciation for just how fortunate we are in Oklahoma City to be a part of the league and the NBA at large. So here in Oklahoma, inside those 80 chapters of NBA history, we're embarking on our 18th. It's been well documented that last season was a special year in our very, very brief organizational history, but the process of becoming a great team did not end last season. Every team in the league has something in front of them that is their passage to the next stage of their growth and development. And the next step in front of us, in order to become a great team again, is the discipline and humility to turn the page. Effectively turning the page allows us the necessary renewal to treat this coming season with the respect it deserves. To maximize this coming season, we have to voluntarily divorce ourselves from the success of last season, or it will hold us back. So as we turn the page, we're not trying to repeat an outcome. We are trying to repeat a process of improvement that will position us well to improve and play our best basketball at the end of the season. Turning the page and separating ourselves from our success last year is absolutely the most competitive thing we can do as a team and organization to optimize the coming year and the opportunities that it presents. People handle the year after winning the championship differently. The challenges are well documented, and the odds are clear that they're severely stacked against the team that won. The primary reason for that is simple. It's very, very, very hard to win. One time. It requires a combination of positioning, execution, and you need randomness to fall in your favor. With that in mind, we're not looking to imitate ourselves or get tied down to what has worked in the past. That's really never been the way we've approached anything. It won't be how we approach this season. We've used every season as an opportunity to open ourselves to new challenges, new possibilities, and if we are to stack another successful NBA season next to last year, it won't be with the same exact formula. Simply put, we as a basketball team have to get better. We have to improve. In that sense, we're all beginners again, coming into the season with an open mind, staring at a blank canvas. In order to get better, we have to remain flexible. We have to be open to where our improvement comes from, and we can't walk into the season predetermining anything at all. We can't become fragile or rigid because of the way we go about the season. Now, all this probably seems boring and mundane, but the fundamentals of sustaining anything don't light up social media, and they don't make for great podcasts. And although there's a whole new set of challenges, we have 17 years of a way of working and that the program's been built on. Many of those ways are repetitive and unremarkable in their appearance. But we also believe these are the things that have positioned us for success now and in the future. So a focus on progress, improvement, discovery of the team by being open to new ideas, that's just stacking days. Staying emotionally regulated with a deep, deep respect for our competitors and especially how great the Western Conference is, possessing a 0-0 mindset. We have to build our lineup versatility through the year, but understanding that the team is going to take different shapes and form because we're still the 6th youngest team in the NBA. And we just have to continue to position ourselves to have a very deep and flexible team whose rate of learning far exceeds their years of experience. We've got a lot to learn about the team when you think about it. Chet and Hart have only played about 20 games together. Chet himself played 32 games last year. A.J. Mitchell, 36 games. Topic hasn't played a game for the Thunder yet. When you think also through the playoff rotation last year, of all the players that played in every playoff game, those players played a collective 11 games last year at the same time. So a big part of our success in Oklahoma City has been our tolerance for the messiness and even the regression of pursuing progress and growth. This tolerance has kept us uncommon in forging and finding new ways and more flexible ways to win. So there's a ton to be excited about. With that said, we also have to be honest with ourselves that we are as susceptible as any team to the human nature that follows any degree of high-level success. All these things are just our passage to try to maximize our team to be at our best by season's end. Since the earliest days of our repositioning, we've talked about having an offensive play style that could be scaled and built upon. And every year that Mark's been the coach, we've gotten better incrementally. We took steps last year in obviously offensive rating. Our expected numbers were up. Our turnovers were down. But I don't think we're at a place yet where other teams are sitting around feeling like they can't stop us. So we're going to make strides there with incremental improvements, hopefully. Potentially, hopefully, getting the free throw line a little bit more, maybe some offensive rebounding. But there's opportunity for us to continue to take those steps. I think the other thing with that is when we're playing rhythmically, when we're playing in sync and on time, everybody in the building offensively feels better. The fans feel the energy from the team. And when we get to that level consistently, it's really fun to watch. Now, no team can live in that, but you have to do everything you can to try to touch it as much as possible. I think all of us know that all across every NBA practice facility, the league is filled with talent. All right, but we also know that it takes a lot more than just the talent to be able to find ways to win in various conditions. One day, the group post-game interviews are going to run their course. And that's going to be okay. Because what's made our team so strong the last several years is the shared experience of the distance traveled by the players, both good and bad. That's built belief and trust. And that trust has been tested at times, but it's always made us better. It's allowed people to rely on the complementary nature of their teammates. Our complementary players allow us to be a complete team. In sports, complementary leads to complete. To the credit of our most talented players, they've shared space and created space for everyone around them. We'll need to continue to cultivate that environment if we're to improve, and that's the charge for us this season. Ultimately, our best players are going to be judged on winning and their ability to elevate their teams beyond the sum of their parts. That's the history of basketball. These are the values of the game. And this is the signature of individual greatness in a team sport. So in closing, no one's ever given us a hand up in the standings. There are no built-in advantages, geographical climate, coastal economic bases, or in-state tax laws to our benefit. Whatever we want, we've had to make happen. In this case, making it happen means having the discipline and the humility to turn the page and push ourselves forward. This approach fits us best because in Oklahoma, we are builders. We're not guardians. We're not guarding or defending the past. That's over and it's ours. We are pursuing our future and whatever comes next. So we have the opportunity to be a really, really good team again. But it's not going to happen by imitating ourselves or trying to recreate a specific outcome. If we want to pursue excellence, we have to let go of last year and start again, turning every page, stacking every day with no guarantees, and of course, no silver platters. Just our state motto to remind us who we are, what we stand on, and what we're about. So, Chapter 18 is yet to be written. Last season, we talked about nothing being expected, but anything being possible, and that's how we feel again this year.